Welcome to our channel, and in this video series we would be providing you with comprehensive notes on various Salesforce topics. So stay tuned for valuable insights and actionable tips. So our topic for the day is junction objects. So basically, what are your junction objects? So when you want to create many to many relationship between two objects, we make use of another object that we refer to as a junction object, right? So let's take an example. In here we are having an example of our hotel and a reservation. So, and you could say here is one hotel can have n number of rooms, so this is a relation of one to many, right? So one hotel is associated with n rooms, and that is common. And in one room various people can have reservations, right? So that means for let's say one room we have n number of contacts, and n number of contacts uh, can take n number of rooms, right? So in this way it becomes a many to many relationship where we have a reservation object type. So let's say in a hotel what we are having is we are having uh, one room number one, and we are having a contact one. So our reservation record, rev record, it would be having a room one contact one, right? For another reservation record too, we could have uh, again this same room one with some other contact c2 that may be on different days and different dates. So this is how we are implementing these things. So in here also what we are having a master detail between a hotel and room, and this reservation is having master detail to both contact and room. It doesn't have a direct relationship with the hotel, it is having a relationship with a room only. And if you have checked out our grandfather child theory in our apex, then you could see then what is the difficulty that we face if we are traversing two levels up, right? So if you haven't watched that video also, I recommend you watching that. So again, moving forward with a junction object, let's take another example. So we are having a classic example of student and your class. So in this example what we are saying is one student can engage in multiple classes, right? One student n classes, right? And in one class there could be n students. So this way we could have again a junction object. So in this we are handling this via an object called enrollment. Junction object by the name itself is an object. It's nothing like a hype word. It's just a normal object that people use to create complex relationship, just that, right? So let's say we are having student a and he is enrolled in dance class, music class and karate class. Similarly, in our dance class it's not only student a, it might be a, b, c, d, as well as student e also, right? So it depends like how many students we are having. So this was all about your junction objects. Now let's talk about some of the scenarios or some interview questions that might be asked or that one should be knowing about junction object. So our first question or the major question here is the sharing and security for your junction objects, right? So what does your junction object do is they inherit the sharing and security of your parent objects, right? So if we are having a master detail relationship, we would always be having sharing and security in that of the parent. Junction object doesn't have their own sharing and security. One thing to note here is, guys, when I am saying master detail, because we can create junction object by two ways. Either it could be a master detail or could be a lookup to lookup. That again depends upon the what it depends upon what are the architecture as well as what is the business need, right? Because based upon the business need we basically make changes in our Salesforce, right? Now now our second point is regarding the access. If we don't have access on both the parent objects, when we don't have access on the junction object. So in order to have access to the junction object, we need to have a read access at least on our parent records, right? Now we have a property of cascade delete. So we know that when in our master detail relationship any parent is deleted, the child record also gets deleted and the junction records are also get deleted. And one thing more, when we are restoring those records from the recycle bin, the junction record objects are also getting restored automatically. We don't have to do anything for that thing, right? One limitation that I could see in here is it has a limitation on the query parameters, as we know that we are concerned with governor limits. So what happens here is junction object introduce actually additional relationship between, because it considers three objects, right? And it has some join queries, so there is somewhat effect or delay when retrieving records using your junction object. So that was it for your video. I hope you understood this video and got to know something about this, and I hope that it might help you in your interviews also. So have a great day and thanks for watching.